Hi guys, so today's video is going to be a bit of a chit chat, and sorry, I have like the worst allergies of life right now, and I cannot catch my breath to save my life. So we're going to basically talk about something that is very near and dear to my heart, something I find very, very important to me, something I think it's just very important, and it's something that I hold very close. That is mental illness. Now, obviously, you are here because you or someone you know doesn't really understand fully mental illness. Now, this is a huge scale. I mean, I could sit here all night and try to explain to you everything that goes on. Obviously, I'm not saying that I have all the answers because I definitely don't. I can only tell you what I've experienced in my own life, and kind of in hopes that that might give you some insight to let you know that people with mental illness are not crazy. We're not all psychopaths that need to be locked up. That's just not it. It's very, very important to me to spread mental health or mental illness awareness, mental health awareness. I just feel like I'm kind of called to do that. I feel that I need to do this. My mental health videos are very important to me, and I just really want to, help somebody that is going through the same thing I am. So that's why I share these videos with you guys. My dream would be to just help young people with mental illness issues and help our society better accept that mental health is a serious issue in our country, and not just our country but around the world. I feel like now more than ever there are so many people taking antidepressants and all this kind of thing, and we're not talking about it. Like the medication, the prescriptions are going up. We're like the most medicated country in the world right now, and so many people are, have thoughts about suicide. So many people are depressed and sad and lonely, and it's like, why aren't we talking about this? Why aren't we speaking up? Why aren't we, trying to get people educated on what happens, and so people won't be like afraid. I feel like fear comes from not really fully understanding the issue. So a lot of people just don't know what to do and don't know how to handle someone with mental illness, or themselves. If they have mental illness, they don't know what to do most of the time because we're just not taught those kind of things, and so people don't understand it, so they just kind of push it away. It's kind of like mental illness is like on the hush hush, and a lot of people just think that you're being sensitive or you're being a baby, or what you're going through is not real. And I can assure you that what mental illness is a huge, it really really needs to be talked about. It really needs to be more accepted, I guess. As a society, we need to recognize this. So get to the boring stuff. Not really, but I want to read you a few things off of the mentalhealth.gov website. These are some statistics in America that we have on our mental health. So it just says 1 in 5 American adults experience a mental health issue. That is 1 out of every 5 Americans. That is a lot of people. 1 in 10 young people experience a period of major depression. And then 1 in 25 Americans live with a serious mental illness, such as schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, or major depression. Now, that's a lot of people affected by mental illness, and it just kind of blows my mind that we don't have more education on this, and we don't have more resources for these people. And then it also says suicide is the 10th leading cause of death in the United States. Like, when I read that, it blew my mind. I had no idea that many people are committing suicide nowadays. And it says it accounts for the loss of more than 41,000 Americans each year. And it says it's double the number of people lost to homicide. So, that is just insane. That is crazy. That is sad. I mean, it's just heartbreaking to hear those numbers. And it just kind of, I don't even know what to say, to be honest. I want to read just a few myths that they have listed here. So, people with mental health problems are violent and unpredictable. And then it says, that's the myth, and then it says, the fact is the vast majority of people with mental health problems are no more likely to be violent than anyone else. And only 3 to 5% of people with mental illnesses are violent towards others. I know people, myself included, that struggle with mental illness and they would never hurt anyone. People with mental illness, I think personally, are more prone to commit acts of violence towards themselves than towards other people. So another myth is that therapy and self-help are a waste of time. And I think this is a huge problem in America today, with our healthcare system and doctors and things. A lot of doctors just want to shove medications down your throat. If you go to them with a problem such as mental health, they just stick a antidepressant in your face and be like, here you go. I don't believe that that's the only treatment. I think that most of the time, I think that some type of talk therapy or whatever it is, like some type of therapy along with a medication can really do some good. I don't think that you should rely on medication alone for treatment. I don't think that is what, I think that some form of treatment is also going to really benefit everybody. I know a lot of people are really skeptical about therapy, and you're basically paying someone to talk to you. But this person went to school for this. They know exactly how to coach you through. Here is what really bothers me, I think, and what I see like all the time. Personality weaknesses or character flaws cause mental illness problems. People with mental illness or mental health problems can snap out of it if they try hard enough. That is the most, literally I want to slap people in the face that say that, because that's the most untrue, ignorant thing you can ever say to someone. This is the fact. Mental health problems have nothing to do with being lazy or weak, and many people need help to get better. Many factors contribute to mental health problems, including biological factors such as genes, physical illness, injury, or brain chemistry. They can also due to life experiences, such as trauma or history of abuse, family history of mental health problems. Now, if I could just snap out of it, I totally would. I mean, I really do not want to be bedridden for half the day crying because I have to get out of bed. Mental health is a serious issue. It's a serious problem. And we can't just snap out of it. It is a chemical imbalance in our brain. It's kind of like when you see like an abused animal, and I'm not comparing anybody to an animal at all, but when you see like an abused dog or anything, you don't just expect them to be acting normal and be running around and just be happy with life. No, you see, like, if you look at the ASPCA commercials, you see these animals, they're sad, they are scared, they're terrified, and because they've been abused, they've been hit, they don't know who to trust. And that's exactly how humans are as well. You know, when we've been abused and we've been hurt and we've been used and hit and whatever it is, how are we supposed to cope with that? How is someone supposed to just get over it? No one can just get over something like that. I just want people to know the facts. I want people to, before you judge, I want you to study up. I want you to learn the facts, try to understand that person and where that person is coming from, because I can assure you right now that mental illness is not just something that we can turn off and on. It's not like a light switch. I mean, you wouldn't tell somebody that has the flu to just get over it or to just stop being sick. I feel like mental illness is looked over because we don't have, most of the time, we don't have any like physical sicknesses. You know, we don't have a runny nose, or we don't cough constantly, or we're not throwing up. You know, it's inside our head. Why would we choose to break down in public? Why would we choose to feel so anxious that we throw up or pass out or run out of the room? Why would we choose that? Why would anybody choose that? No one chooses this. I just get so worked up over these videos because I'm so passionate about this subject. I just really want to bring awareness to this society. I really want to bring awareness to people's eyes and tell you that, you know, this is real. Like, this is happening. It's not just because you don't think that it's real, or that you may not experience it yourself, or you think that somebody's just being weak or lazy, doesn't make it, you know, just because you overlook it doesn't mean it's not gonna, you know, it's not there, or that it's just gonna go away. You have to deal with these things. And I feel like we have come a lot farther as a society than we once were years ago. So we have made an improvement, but it's still not where it needs to be. I honestly, truly believe that we need to have education in schools. You always hear in schools and on TV how bullying, like, we always talk about bullying and how bad it is, and I'm grateful that, you know, people do talk about that because it needs to be talked about. But it's like, where are our conversation for mental illness? Where's our conversation for eating disorders? Where's our conversation for self-harm? Where's our conversation for suicide? We need to talk about these things because people don't understand. People do not understand what hell it is, and when someone is going through that, they need help and they need treatment and whatever. They need someone to be there for them. And I just want them to, you know, you may not understand it fully, but if you do know someone who is going through mental illness, just be there for them. Be a friend. If you really do care about them, please do not just shove it off as nothing, because it's not nothing. It is, you know, it is so hard to speak out about these issues because of those type of reactions. And I feel like because people are so afraid of being misunderstood and so afraid of, oh, you know, you're crazy, we're not going to spend time with you anymore, or I don't want to, you know, I don't want to see you anymore because, you know, you're crazy. And I feel like that's a lot of the issue here. So I just wanted to tell you guys, I just wanted to spread that word. Please, if you find this message helpful at all, please spread it. Like, you can share it on social media or anything like that. Or if you know somebody who is going through mental illness, or somebody that just doesn't quite understand, you could show them this video. I don't know how helpful it is. Like, again, I just want to say that I'm not a doctor. I can only tell you what I feel inside in my heart and what I've experienced in my own life, and that mental illness is a serious issue. Please spread the word. If you have experienced mental illness, please do not be quiet about it. We need to speak up. I am going to go ahead and just go now, since this video has been like almost 30 minutes long probably. I love all of you guys. I hope you guys are doing well. And if you ever need to talk, you can always comment down below or message me on Instagram. My Instagram is down in the description box below. So, love all of you guys. I hope you guys are having a great week, and I will see you in the next video.